Welcome down the warp pipe. Black Friday was really eventful for me. So, as requested by the Twitter poll that I ran, which a few of you voted on, we're gonna take a look at what I picked up on Black Friday and why I'm excited to add it to my backlog. Even though I don't really need more games to play and have no idea how I'm fitting these in. But that's a conversation for another day. In case you're new, I'm Zach. But if not, great to see you again. And make sure to let me know in the comments below what you picked up for Black Friday, and maybe it'll get added to the list of games I eventually need to get and play. As talking about the backlog and how I'm going to manage it is a conversation for the new year. First up, we're going to talk about Mario Kart Live Home Circuit. This is something I picked up just randomly, and actually I was looking to get it at Costco when it was on clearance, but it was never on clearance at any of the Costcos I physically went to, so I wasn't able to pick it up. And GameStop had it on for close to that price. So I figure once the game room is finally actually done, I can do a fun little video racing around in it, and if there's a kid or a puppy in the future, I can always race and chase them around. But it just seemed like a novel concept that, realistically isn't going to sit on the shelf more than I'm going to play it, but it's still something that's novel and I wanted to experience at least once and be able to share that experience with anyone that drops on by. Next up is going to be the Xbox 20th anniversary controller, which I didn't really care that it was the 20th anniversary controller. I just figured if I'm going to buy one, I might as well grab this. My Xbox One controller from playing It Takes Two and just years of usage has a sticky Y button on it, which my wife was complaining about, and my Xbox Series X controller is actually kind of getting that way a little bit as well. The sticky on that, though, I think is just general button usage and not getting used very often, but so I figured might as well grab this one if I'm grabbing a new controller, and my Xbox One controller can go sit back with my PC to basically never be used again. But regardless, now it gives me 3 controllers for the Xbox One, or Xbox Series X. I guess it's all cross-compatible, but whatever. Next up is something I didn't really buy. I used my... I just got it from the Nintendo... I don't even know what store they call it, but the Nintendo store. But you can use points that you earn from filling out surveys and stuff. So they're Christmas cards from, Mario and stuff. I haven't opened them yet, though, so let's take a look at each one. Oh, cool. Yeah, you can see the little, hopefully it turns out alright. Maybe my fingers are causing issues. I'll hide my face, hopefully it helps. That's inside of the envelopes. That's actually really cool. Awesome. So first one up here is the one on the front, Mario there, and looks like got a little thing on the back as well, which is kind of neat. And just blank on the inside. So then we got Peach giving away a gift. I'm guessing it's for Luigi. Maybe for Todd, sorry. But Power of Todd. Power of Todd compelled her to give a gift. And cute little cupcakes and stuff on the back there. It's probably hard to see it. There we go. And last but not least, we got Bowser stealing somebody's gift like the Grinch. At least I'm assuming he's stealing somebody's gift. Because, they all got different ones. But, that's Bowser's. And on the back, I think he's got the coolest back here. I think it's almost like a stained glass window. Of course I turned it myself when I said that. But yeah, that's the cards, which kind of cool. And now I'm going to put them back in the way they came, is to never open them again. Because I'm not selling them to anyone. They're for me. I'm being greedy on Christmas, I'm sorry. But they're just holiday cards. I don't want anyone else to throw them out. Come on. Like new. Alright, now we're going to move on to the Xbox section of everything here with the rapid fire of the Xbox games I picked up. First up is, that sounds like something's loose in there. Hope it's not the disc. Yakuza Like a Dragon. I mentioned this in my video talking about games you should definitely pick up if you haven't played them yet, because they're on a good sale, and this was one of them, and I took my own advice and picked up a physical copy. Playing on Game Pass, which is way more convenient, so no need to open it, but, got the Day 1 or Daiichi edition, and I'm glad that is going to be in my permanent collection that I can play again and again and again, even if it leaves Game Pass. Because it's, well, spoilers! It's my game of the year! But even that came out last year. We'll talk about it. Next up is the first of, well, let's do them together. The CD Projekt Red collection, as I like to call it. These are both games that I have not bothered to pick up or play yet. This one more surprising than anything, considering I've read The Last Wish and love that novel, which I don't really read very much, so, you know, kind of weird. But regardless, I'm super excited to finally play Witcher 3 when it gets its next-gen update. I was holding off because I played Witcher 1, and yeah, I stopped playing it and then tried to play it again, picking up from an old save from a couple months ago, and just, it did not work. And then I had to fight myself with, you know, wanting to play through that and Witcher 2 before playing Witcher 3, and I just gave up. I decided I'm just going to only play Witcher 3, and it's the most modern anyway, so whatever. And Cyberpunk, I'm praying will eventually get a next-gen update, which makes it good. I mean, as good as it was on PC, because I don't really feel like playing it on PC. Glad that I can eventually play some CD Projekt Red games, as I haven't played anything really since Witcher 1. So. Next up are two games that I really didn't need to buy, Gears of War 5 and Forza Horizon 4. This one I bought because Forza Horizon notoriously leaves Game Pass eventually because of licensing issues, so it's good to have the physical copy of it, or purchase the digital, but I like having stuff on the shelf. I did also pick up previously Forza Horizon 3, which you can no longer get digitally, and actually also not related to Black Friday, but randomly a buy one get one shortly thereafter, picked up Forza Horizon 2 as well. So I'm just missing the first one. Eventually find it. And Gears, I need to rebuild my Gears collection. I'm missing Gears 4. I have it on Steam, but yeah, I loved Gears back in the day, and I haven't played 5 yet, and I will get around to it. It's on Game Pass. I doubt it'll ever leave there, but you know, licensing issues are not a problem. But I want a copy on my shelf, and if someone comes over and doesn't have Game Pass and has an Xbox, we can play co-op. Now we're moving on to the PlayStation, which I actually picked up the same amount of games, just they're way more exciting because they're more newer, and I got a story for you on why I had 3 copies of one game. But first we're going to talk about Tales of Arise. Yakuza Like a Dragon, reigniting my passion for JRPGs, made me want to play one. I tried the demo out just enough of this one to know that I really wanted to play it, and it'll be my first Tales game, so wish me luck, and I have no idea when I'm going to get into it, because there's way too many new games coming out in the beginning month. Well, let's be honest, February is murder. February to March, I want to play some retro games too. But yeah, this one, really excited for it. I kind of wish we had the Japanese box art for it, but whatever. It's, you know, it is what it is. That one, decided to get it on PlayStation because this is so much more of a PlayStation game. It goes for the Xbox games that are not exclusive, like Witcher and Cyberpunk and Yakuza Like a Dragon. I mean, Yakuza Like a Dragon just so I can carry that save on, but the other two, they just feel like PC games, and if it's something that feels PC, I'm gonna get it on Xbox. That's just the way I roll. This is the game, Guardians of the Galaxy. I'm gonna flash everyone here. Not that kind of flash. Guardians of the Galaxy is one that I bought 3 copies of it. So, I mean, I'm excited to play this. It's apparently a just straightforward single-player kind of game, and I love those. It's like an Uncharted sort of, maybe with a little more talking like Mass Effect, but that's cool. I love those kind of games. Really excited to play through it. Buddies of mine have played through it and been happy with it, but this one is one I got for the Black Friday price. However, GameStop was selling it for the Black Friday price plus $5. And so I bought a copy of it for the Xbox Series X, and then I looked up whether there was cool things done with the haptic feedback, and apparently there was an update that added that, so I was like, oh, I need to buy the PS5 version, bought that at the $5 extra, and then I was up late that night, past midnight, and I was able to order this for the normal Black Friday price. I don't know why they didn't just put it on the Black Friday price, but I had the experience of returning both a PS5 and an Xbox Series X version of the game to GameStop in one go. I wonder the comments they mentioned about me there. I don't know. Unfortunately, my old buddy from Blockbuster doesn't work at that location anymore. He's at head office. But yeah, gotta throw it in there sometime quick before I get to more JRPGs. And speaking of things that'll take me a while, Judgment. I wasn't planning on picking it up. I just saw it was $29.99 for the PS5 version. This one came with the disc loose, so you know, also a cool. I guess this is a sticker. I don't know why I thought it would be a temporary tattoo. I thought that'd be way cooler, but I guess, yeah, Japan's not all about tattoos. But, yeah. Not Lost Judgment, just the first one. Haven't played it, haven't played any of the Yakuza games or anything like that until I played Yakuza Like a Dragon. And just fell in love with the wackiness but seriousness of those kind of games. And based on the recommendation from Jace, he basically said just grab Judgment and then go from there and grab Lost Judgment once I beat this and get some time. So yeah, this one I'll fit in at some point. Already had to open it though because disc flying around is not something that I judge lightly. So I had to make sure that everything was good on it. I checked it myself. Maybe you can let me know if you see a scratch there. Let me know in the comments below. Oh yeah, that's really cool. I really like the inside art that they're doing in some of these games here. And I'm gonna butcher the developer's studio's name, but Ryo ga Gatugi, or Gatugo, or however you pronounce it, I'm gonna mess it up, but they, I think, are the newest addition to developers that I will definitely buy their games. I don't know what I was thinking. Should have been doing it before. And then I picked up another game set in Japan, but a different time period, Ghost of Tsushima. And this one I just picked up, I already own it for PS4, but I didn't want to pay $40 for a PS5 upgrade, which it's in Canadian dollars, Americans, don't worry, it's not that expensive for you. But I was able to pay $10 extra to get this as a physical copy, and I own Ghost of Tsushima as a digital copy. So I figured, what the heck, I can put it on my shelf for $10, and if someone decides they want to come over, we have a way of playing the co-op, even though you should have 4 players, but I get a chance to kind of spread that a little bit around if someone stops by and doesn't own it. But in the future. I doubt that'll be the case. Most of my friends own it that would want to play it. But yeah, maybe I have a kid and tell them to play this with me as a retro game in 20 years. Who knows? And then Resident Evil 2 Remake. I randomly, just haven't played this yet somehow. I wouldn't say I'm the biggest Resident Evil fan, but I do like the games, and this one I wanted to pick up and for a while and was kind of just waiting for a sale price, and it didn't really go on a sale price, but it was at a cheap enough price that I figured, what the heck, it's only probably going to go up in price from here, so why not add it? It was cheaper new than it was used at GameStop, so. And now, the last 2 games that we're talking about. Stretch. Need to lose weight. I didn't save the best for last here or anything like that. I just saved the Nintendo Switch for last year because it was kind of back of my mind. Although I guess, side note, I did pick up Last Campfire for my wife. She wants to play through that, and I'll probably end up playing through it at some point as well because it looked really cool, and Hello Games are... I think it was Hello Games? I don't remember, but regardless, it looked fun, and yeah. Hopefully that's a good one, good reviews, and I picked it up for $6 on the eShop. But Kirby Star Allies. I was just kind of looking for something for me and my wife to play co-op like we did with Luigi's Mansion, and I forgot that I already owned Super Mario Bros. 3D World and Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze. But we played Kirby Epic Yarn years back before we lived together, and I figured this would be a nice kind of throwback to it. You know, still sealed, but we'll open it at some point in the future. I think I might get us to play Mario 3D World sooner rather than later, just because they have awesome snow levels, and that's something we'll be talking about in a video coming up, but I love snow levels. The original best portable Zelda game, and as far as I'm concerned, the best top-down Zelda game ever made, and fight me in the comments below. But I still never bothered to pick this up just because I played the Link's Awakening a whole bunch of times. I didn't really feel like I needed to pick it up. But yeah, decided that, hey, what the heck, I'm gonna pick it up. I forgot that it actually has a dungeon builder in it, which is really cool, and I don't know why it wasn't a bigger selling point. Like, they could have made Zelda Maker out of it or something, but they didn't. I don't know, they could have sold 2 games. I would have bought both. But yeah, my wife likes old school Zelda, top-down Zelda. She tried Breath of the Wild, not really her jam. But to be fair, she's not a gamer, so it makes sense not being used to the controls. And that she's hopefully, you know, hopefully she'll play. If not, I'll play it myself eventually. And yeah, I also did pick up another PlayStation game that I forgot to mention here, which wasn't physical, Riders Republic. And that's both been really fun and kind of disappointing. Mainly just disappointing because I haven't played it as much as I wanted to. Not because it's bad, it's actually a fantastic racing game. And I think Ubisoft nailed open world racing with extreme sports stuff. I just wish there was a way to turn all of the voices off. Just mute. But regardless of that, it's been fun playing it, and I wish I could get more than the 1 event star while playing it co-op with someone. But it gives me a reason to go back myself and try to get more stars, or just play more multiplayer of it. However, that's it for me, and we'll see you in the next video when we actually talk about some holiday stuff.